Hello everybody, it's Joe here and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. We are back in Joepan, our Japanese themed series on the Osaka to Nagoya map where, yeah, everything is pretty peachy since we last saw each other, i.e. yesterday. What I've been doing since we last saw each other, I've been just paying off a little bit of the loan, so we've now got 6.5 million, that we owe, 221,000 in the bank. We've completed the railway, obviously we did that in the last episode. What I have done to meet more demand is add an additional train. We now have 3 trains on the grain line, the rate going up to 252, so still scope to carry more. I've also replaced the locomotives. We unlocked a new loco, so I've replaced all the locomotives, which means they can do everything a little bit faster. Now, in terms of our passenger line that we put in last time, the buses are doing well. There's not actually that many on, to be honest with you, on these. Osaka, the trams are doing fantastic, and it's growing at a hell of a rate. I mean, it was at, what, 160 last episode? It has doubled. So, yeah, we really need to crack on and get some stuff built around here, because these are just going to merge, aren't they? Which is not what we need. It's not what we need at all. Now, we're going to go up, first of all, obviously we're going off the one depot at Kusatsu, which is fairly central, we decided, in the last episode. I've still not managed to find a cure for the disastrous tunnels, so we just have to sort of ignore that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a bit of this in. Yeah, there we go. And I am obviously not going to... There we go. Right, a bit of that. 80 kilometres an hour. I don't know how much that is in miles an hour. I've got... right, there we go. Bit of that. Bit of 80. There we go. Right, can't afford that anymore. Have we got a train arriving? Yes, we have. Beautiful. I'm going to build this track up here. Bit of single line. We'll go with a bit of 70. Or should we do 60 for that corner? That'll do. Bring that in there. So obviously this is, yeah, beautiful. Right, and another 40. I think that's about 25 miles an hour, isn't it? We'll stick a signal in, not one way, so that we can obviously get across. Same again there. That's lovely stuff. Right, okay. So we actually need to now put a passenger line in. So we're going to start that down at Osaka. It's going to go up to Hirakata, Uji, and Kusatsu. This is obviously going to be a stopping service. Hirakata, there we go. So train, that will be Osaka to Kusatsu. We'll just leave it like that. Just leave it, yeah, there's no need to put anything else in, is there? Right, what are we going to use for our train? I mean, I've just got the one loco presently. So I can do 55 kilometres an hour. That can only do 40, but obviously this is a lot more powerful, so it makes sense to use that one. 3, 4, 5. How about 5? Let's say it's a tough one, isn't it? Can we have 2 of those? Can we afford 2? No, we can't. We can afford 1 presently, so I'll buy 1. There we go. Osaka to Kusatsu. Get that bought. That can now head on its way. Obviously, at this moment in time, we don't have any Japanese trains at all. We'll unlock those in time. We've got the. These are just the default trains, I do believe. There we go. Add another. We can't add another. Obviously, the default locomotives with the default carriages, but we've got the lovely Asian theme going on here, which is fantastic. It's the first time we've actually dabbled with any sort of Asian theming on Transport Fever, isn't it? Obviously, we did have the US series, which I was thrilled when my PC very kindly broke and we lost all of that. There we go. Right, you can get out just in front of the freight. Looking fantastic. Obviously, with it being a Japanese series, we are driving on the left when it comes to trains, which is nice, because it's that's what I'm used to. You can keep going. You don't have to slow down. That's fantastic. Hopefully, I mean, we don't actually... I've not put any buses in at Kusatsu. We could have a bus to Otsu, couldn't we, as well? Although this is going to be, like, quite a big... I reckon this is going to be a large city, isn't it? So we could potentially... I mean, are we going to have our intercity stuff stopping here? Probably not. I would like a line that just goes non-stop from Osaka to... I can never remember what the name of the other place is. Osaka's obviously a massive city, isn't it? Nagoya. We're at the wrong station. There we go. Yeah, I would like a non-stop line. That would be pretty funky. Kusatsu transfer. Look, there we go. It's coming round. 40 kilometres an hour. Very, very slow indeed. We're going to probably need a few trains on this. I'm hoping this is going to make us some money, because if it doesn't, that'll be really embarrassing, won't it, to be honest with you? Right, hang on. One way. Right, let's just pause that. So for some reason, yeah, I didn't pay attention to that. I'll put another signal down the other end. Osaka, because we've got the line crossing over there, haven't we? There we go. Beautiful stuff. Right, manage the line. One. There we go. Lovely stuff. Excellent. Right, keep that on there. Add another train. Now, they're going to space themselves out eventually, aren't they? We'll go into the timetable. We'll do a timetable for this. So that will be train Osaka to Kusatsu. 11 minutes. We will go with Umbunch. 11:30. And then same at Kusatsu. Umbunch. 11:30. Beautiful. Obviously, what I am going to do, we'll get some trams in. Do we use trams? I mean... We could really do with getting rid of this piece of road, couldn't I? And that bridge, no, do you know what? We'll use buses. We'll use buses. It's a little bit easier, isn't it? Probably cheaper as well. Right, 30 metres. Can we stick that on there? Construction not possible. And, ooh, that is lagging like nobody's business. Thing is this will lag quite a lot until we've got a really good public transport system up and running. Because there's a lot of cars. A hell of a lot of cars about. Right, get that there. Bus stop in. Another bus stop there. I'm going to stick that there. Put another bus stop in the centre of town. And I'll stick another one out here as well. There we go. No, not the truck stop. Get rid. Bus station. There we go. So that will be bus Kusatsu to Otsu. Ooh, lagging like nobody's business. The train has got somebody on, everybody. Right, I need just one bus to start generating demand. And then we can add more on later. Right, that's brilliant. I can probably afford 10 buses now. Kusatsu to Otsu. Beautiful. Quite a nice little network we've got going around these parts. I really would like this to actually start generating demand. That would be lovely, wouldn't it? Don't get me wrong, Osaka, plenty of opportunities on there for places to go. Hopefully we're going to get some commuters travelling in. That would be lovely, wouldn't it? Particularly, I mean, Nara, what have you got on there? 36, so we need another 10 vehicles. We can afford it, so we may as well use it. We've got plenty there going via Uji Exchange, which is this stop here. We need to get these trains full, don't we? 65 they can carry, which is good stuff. Same as on here. What have we got? Is it 30 again you can carry? Yeah. Let's just wait for another train to deliver. Okay, where are we? There we go. Plenty on board. I'm going to double the frequency on here. This is going to end up a really high density line, isn't it? Have we actually... Is this train still waiting here? Yep. People are actually coming to use it. That's nice. It's good stuff. So we've got plenty of buses on here. That's good. Plenty of buses on here. And obviously Osaka has already got 51 waiting anyway. So that's fantastic. Right, you're going there, picking them up. We could do with more trams on this line, for obvious reasons. We'll get them assigned. Ooh, not enough money. Juicy. Yeah, plenty on here. That's going to be a really high-density network as well, isn't it? I mean, I'm already looking forward to when we've got lots of trains running in and out of here. I mean, you can imagine it electrified, trains whizzing up and down. It's going to be fantastic, isn't it? There we go. We'll add more trams to the pink Osaka line down there. Going to need more trains, aren't we, at this rate? What I'll do is I'll put some one-way signals on. Just to keep everything nice and spaced. Pop some signals there, lovely. Still not found a doodah for the tunnel, which is really annoying. A tunnel interior. If you know anything about that, do of course let me know down below. 37 out of 65, okay. This is going to hemorrhage money for the time being, isn't it? Until we can get more stuff on. Quite a long distance train, to be honest with you, and it can only do 25 mile an hour. That really doesn't help. Right, what I'll start doing is repaying a bit of loan. Now, obviously, we've got our passenger line in. That is going to help grow our cities. It also means that we could run some food down towards Osaka, which does need food. I mean, I would like sort of a really big goods depot in the middle here that everything will come in and out of. I don't know anything about Japanese freight trains at all. I'm assuming that they have them. I mean, what's that gonna? That's gonna cost 1.5 million. I'm gonna go with the 8, which is gonna cost 2 million. Yeah, that's what I'd like to do. Obviously, we've got a little bit of time before these places expand into each other. Because if we can run food, we can run more grain trains down. Because I mean, Otsu, has that got just about enough food at the minute? Is it going to tell me? Yeah, okay. So it's doing quite well. Growing. Definitely growing. Right, this is going to need more buses on board. 10 vehicles. Yeah, how about 20? We're going to need more trains. Flipping out. I mean, I didn't expect it to be quite a such a dense network so early on. We could potentially tackle the bricks situation up here. Get some bricks for Omihachiman. That will demand another train, because we'll need to passenger as well, won't we? For Omihachiman. I must apologise for my pronunciation anyway. It's yeah, it's not going to be fantastic, is it? You see, we've got so many options. We can run down the I'll call it the Eiga Valley up here and sort of round this way. There's plenty of options for trains that we can run. Look at him go. Are we actually earning money from our passenger line? Is it earning money? Wow, it actually is. Not much, but better than a smack in the face with a wet fish. That's brilliant. Okay, so we can't rest on our laurels. What do we need to do next? Now, obviously, round here, there's going to be a lot of cars. Actually, there's not that many cars round here. I thought there would be, but obviously we've got such a good tram network. There's not really any need for cars round here, is there? I mean, from Sakai, they will be, yeah, they'll be quite busy. Do I want to go with more passenger? No, we're going to learn from the Race to the North series and do more freight. So, we could, I'd like to do that. I like to expand on what we've got at the moment. It's got the option of fuel. Bricks is a good one because we can run to Kyoto on the Hachiman. Yeah, I think bricks is going to look quite good at this point. Right, we'll go with 240 and just a 2-track station. And yeah, we don't have enough money for that. So let's borrow some money. Add that in there. Right, okay. I'm going to go for the 120 kilometres again. We'll run that through town. I think that's going to look pretty good, to be honest with you. Oh, where are we? Lovely. Okay. Quite happy with that. I don't mind the level crossing either, because it's not too ugly. Could also put a bus on. It's all doable, isn't it? Obviously, the more freight we have, the more money we're going to earn early on, and then we can sink it into passenger services, which are also important, but obviously the freight is where the money's at. Right, I'm going to delete that, which is probably going to build again before I put the track in. It's usually the story, isn't it? Right, get that down, keep it flat. Lovely. 57 grand. Where's the next train due? And that's literally the only thing that's making us money, isn't it, at the minute? Oh, industry closure. Oh, hang on. That's not good. Why are industries closing? Do new ones open up? I've no idea. That is a problem. Do they only close if they're knackered? Like, if nobody uses them? Is that what I take from that? That's a real worry, isn't it? This industry here had better not close. Right, hang on. Why are you not? You're not providing enough grain. Which is going to mean... Right, hang on. We might need to just press pause on this. I'll build that there so it doesn't look ridiculous. Right. We need to provide more food. The grain is not. We've not got enough grain. We've got too much. Right, okay. So that's going to there. What have we got up here? Food up there. We can drop off at the cargo stop there. And what I'll do, just for now, truck Otsu food, yep, I'm going to add that on there as well, so that it can target a wider area. So that should hopefully, because at the moment, Otsu isn't, we're not fulfilling because we've not got the catchment area is not there. So hopefully that should just kickstart a bit more grain. Hold on, that's producing 200. I thought that... Rate 263. Oh, yeah, the rate's 200 from here, isn't it? Okay. It's not the end of the world. It's still our biggest earner. Yeah, it's fine. Right, okay. Back to this one. So we need to... I'm going to stick with the 2-track for now. There we go. I'll build that straight across. $411,000. That's good. We can just about do that. 6-degree curve on it. Lovely. It's a problem, isn't it? Everything takes an absolute age to build at this stage. I might just go for a bit of single track just so we can actually get the route built. Now, you're not going to play ball, are you? Let's go with the normal tunnel. I still don't really get why the interior of the tunnels has disappeared, but we'll go with it. Just keep that on for now. I do need a doodah over here, don't I? A building, a station. That's the one. Right. Ideally, well, oh, you see, we can stick that on there. It's going to cost $1 million flipping heck. That is $1 million that we do not have. Can I put that down? Oh, right, okay. That's interesting. So I can put that on there. How far away can I build this? Okay. I could put... That's better. Admittedly, 500,000 is doable. Yeah, I've already got enough loan, haven't I? Right, that train is actually making good money. Would it be better just temporarily? I mean, how much have we got on here? Where are the trains? That's good. That's got 21 out of 65. 54 out of 65. So the trains are actually doing pretty well. I mean, that's... What's that? Takashita Street? Yep. Just had to double take at that one. Right, let's... oh, hang on, there's another stone quarry there. Ah, right, okay. So they're in the mountains. It's a really well done map. Is this? It's fantastic. Right, there we go. So that's attached onto there now. Please tell me that it has, because we're not going to get our money back if I bulldoze that, am I? Lovely. Right, so we've got our stone quarry connected. So that's going to look ridiculous. But we are up in the mountains. Could we just make that less steep? We could. It's going to cost, but it is doable. Right. There's quite a lot of like stuff that we can, there's a lot of stuff that we can do on this, isn't there, really? Ah, you see, we've missed out on that again. See, yeah, we'll have to put it like this because, although it's cheaper to do it like that, can't use the invisible bridge, that's cheating. Although it's cheaper to make it steeper, obviously going towards the quarry, I know the trains are going to be empty, but they're still not going to get up the hill, are they? So we could, yeah, that's more like it. Right. Let's just earn a bit of cash, shall we? Could do with the grain train dropping off. Just, sort of in your own time. Whenever you're ready. Just waiting on a drop-off. One must be due imminently. Don't tell me that the grain line's gone down, otherwise we are in bother. Right, that's happened, and we still do not have enough. Excellent. That's exactly where we need to be. Right. What we could do, I mean, you see, we've got the grain here. Is that... Yeah, you see, that's... Could produce more, really, couldn't we? Should we go for a truck line off here? Is it worth doing? Would you say? You see, right. Hang on, we've got that money now. So we could always go back over here and try this. Because I think the passenger line is starting to make a bit of cash. Right, there we go. Right, keep that. Don't let me down now. Do not let me down. Right. That's good. Ooh, it's laggy. It's laggy. Right, you stay forward like that. There we go. Right. It's good. Right. Ooh, 237,000. It's going to be a little bit much, is that? We're going to struggle. But we do bring it flat. Oh, hang on. There we go. Lovely. Can we... Oh, we can even bridge over that now. Are we going to have a nice bridge? See, I like these bridges. They're not particularly Japanese, are they? What has happened to the game? Has it crashed? I don't know. Oh, dear. This is so laggy all of a sudden. I honestly think the game's crashed clicking on that bridge. Maybe that is not a bridge for this series. When was the last time that the autosave did his thing? I don't know. Right, okay. Sit tight, everybody. I'm going to solve this one. We'll be back in a little bit. Right, okay. So, yeah, we're back. Luckily, the autosave was just about to happen. So it really has messed that up for us. We've not even put that level crossing in at Coca. So, yeah. Okay, well, maybe it was a sign that that wasn't a great idea for now. So what I might do is look at moving food using this line we've got here down towards Osaka and Higashiosaka. Flipping heck, gotta be careful. Yeah, that might be a better option. Certainly might be more viable at this point. So what I'm going to do is we're going to put in 320. There we go. I'll build it big for now. And what side am I doing? I'll do it this side. Lovely. And I'll just 120km it out. We'll just do that. We can always work on sort of making it a little bit funkier later, can't we? I don't really like level crossings with tram tracks because they just float across the middle, but we'll deal with that later. Right, here we go. Straight round and onto here. There's not going to be that much traffic at this time, And obviously we can always edit this later. Build that there. The junctions with this track look very odd. I mean, I'm assuming they're meant to look like that. There we go. Beautiful stuff. Now, I'll go for a bit of 25 each way. Lovely. One. Should we do a crossover? Are you feeling that? Beautiful. Right. Signal. 1, 2, and 3. The Yamato mine. Oh, you see, I don't like the fact that they're closing. Can we build new ones? No. We probably can if, you know, if I actually looked up how to do it and downloaded a mod. Now, in terms of getting food from here, are we going to go out this way? I think that probably makes sense, doesn't it? Right. We'll do... oh, we don't have a lot of money. That is always a problem. So what we could ideally do is either lose some weight off one of these trains, or, because they're now more powerful, we could always lose one of the trains and sort of lengthen both of the trains that are staying on. What that would mean is we could also nick the loco from this train to do the food. That is almost certainly viable. Right, there we go. Right, a bit of that. Of that both ends. Right, we'll do 75 again, because, I mean, it's more or less the same track cost, isn't it? Right, is this flat? I can't remember. So what we'll do is we'll 120 across there. We'll do it as a staggered junction, because that usually works if the track's not completely flat. Ooh, don't like that. Right, so if I... Is that flat? Yep. Well, it's not flat, but it sort of works. There we go. Right, stagger that round. And then if I just drag this through... There we go. Look at that. Right, bit of this. Bit of the old tunnel. Going to play havoc, isn't it, when we eventually expand this? I mean, we're not leaving ourselves an awful lot of room. I do quite like the fact that the railway goes around both sides of Kusatsu as well. I think that's quite nice. It limits the city, but also, you know, it's very sort of Manchestery. That has lots of lines running around it. So we've got Victoria over here, Piccadilly over here, and this is like Phillips Park, isn't it? I mean, if you don't really know Manchester that well, that's not going to help at all, is it? But take my word for it. Right, so if I signal this... Oof, the lag is something else on this series, I tell you. Could really struggle. I'm going to have to get some really good passenger connections fairly soon. I'm going to add them in there. Right, we've got that there. Add again. I've left the auto sig in as well. Obviously for longer lines, that's going to really help us. Right, stick that in there. I'll put another couple on there. Beautiful. Do need to do something with those signals. So yeah, before we get that train running, I want to have a distribution sort of network from here. I'm going to go with the big warehouse. There we go. The west entrance. In fact, you know what? That might be a good idea to have an entrance on both ends. Because then we can run down to Sakai. That's actually quite a good idea. Right, 8,400 shared. It's going to be a big old depot, this one. And for some reason we got £1 refund. Who knows why? Certainly not me. Right, bob that on there. Beautiful. Right. Can we... I mean, that accepts food as well. So that can come down here. And then what we'll do in the next episode is get that running so that we can produce more food up here, which in turn needs more grain. We could add another train on from here. That's, yeah, it's definitely better to expand what we've got. And then eventually we'll start with the bricks. It was, I think the problem there was going too big too soon. So, yeah, thank you so much for watching, everybody. I do hope you have enjoyed today's episode. If you have enjoyed it, please do click the like button. It's always appreciated. If you haven't already, do make sure that you subscribe so you never miss out with the with any of this series. And, yeah, apart from that, thanks so much for watching. Hopefully, I shall see you all next time. Cheerio, everybody. Goodbye for now.